Pokemon forever!
This was interesting. A floating target. This would require coordination, balance, and timing.
And
John was
timing.
sure the dots would be lost, but he was happy to guide them to triumph.
Like, he calls him dots. Like, he's helpful to them, but he's also, like, condescending.
Maybe that's what the dots were for. They were there to extend John's reach, to make his performance even more impressive. John liked the thought. He decided to keep them.
Yeah. And so easy peasy lemon squeezy. Oh. What's this? The initial group possessed simple variations in size, strength, more complex configurations were inevitable. As the era spread, these variations became increasingly extreme. Oh.
So, this was how Claire would die.
Claire?
She knew it would happen eventually. She was rubbish at jumping, and she moved slowly. She felt a little like her continued existence was breaking some kind of natural order.
Oh no.
The crumbling pillar was a dramatic death, she supposed.
Oh.
Wait. What? Claire couldn't shake the feeling that she was not, in fact, dead. It was at that moment that Claire realized she had superpowers.
She had superpowers.
She'd need a cape. There was no getting around that. You couldn't be a superhero without a cape. Claire didn't want confusion. If you saw a cape, that made matters clear. You knew what you were dealing with. Claire was all about communication. And, you know, floating in water, which was her superpower.
Well, that's pretty cool. That's pretty cool. Yeah. Yeah. I got this. It's like a story of Tetris blocks.
Right. Fear not, my skinny friends, for I am Claire, and I will save you. Claire needed to come up with a superhero name as soon as possible. Claire was rubbish.
Oh, this is just, I love it. Yeah.
Claire arrived just in time, which was, of course, the perfect moment for superheroes to arrive.
Oh. Oh wow, I have to move fast.
As the water began to rise, Claire vowed to save this little rectangle in as many restarts as it took.
As many restarts as it took.
Claire wondered if Thomas would make a good sidekick.
Oh!
Or was she more the lone Avenger type? She'd like that. The sole hero in a world of rectangles.
Hold on.
Claire arrived
I restarted
just in
that.
time.
Well, I didn't purposely
It was,
restart
of
it,
course,
but
the perfect moment for superheroes to arrive.
I didn't think about the block until much later. Boom. Boom. And shazoom.
As the water began to rise, Claire vowed to
gotta
save
move
this little
fast.
rectangle in as many restarts as it took.
Alright. Move
Claire
over.
wondered if Thomas would make a good sidekick. Or was she more the lone Avenger type?
Fuck!
Like that. Sole
Are you
hero
kidding
in
me?
a
That's so
world of
fast.
rectangles and Claire arrived just in time, which was, of course, the perfect moment for superheroes to arrive.
There we go.
As the water began to rise,
Yeah, I probably
Claire
need to jump
vowed
with
to
her.
save this little rectangle in as many restarts as it took. Claire wondered if Thomas would make a good sidekick.
Oh, I got it already.
Was she more the lone Avenger type?
Oh no!
Like that. The sole hero in a world of rectangles and conveniently placed pools of toxic water.
Whew. It's crazy, that was intense. Well, I'm glad that means I can die and still get it. No narration for this one?
The others told Claire that staircases were a bit of a fixture here. Claire wondered why the world made it so difficult.
Well. Damn and Shazam and thank you, ma'am. Oh, I guess, Mr. Here, don't need to go anywhere. Let's do this. Ah. It's pretty cool. Loading, loading.
Claire
Wow.
probably needed a nemesis. A villain who would show their true colours at the worst possible moment, hurting all she held dear. Chris was the most obvious choice. He seemed stroppy enough, and his jump was so pathetic that it conveniently avoided Claire's insecurities. Yes, Chris. Diabolical Chris. The fiendish Christopher.
Huh. I have a feeling I'm gonna have to do that same little trick. Yep. Oh my god. Probably need to do that. And Shazam. Do. So far, nothing too hard has popped up, so that's good.
Wait. Where had Chris gone? Was he off somewhere? Plotting Claire's downfall? If Claire was honest, and she had to be because she was a superhero, this was a troubling turn of events. Still, there were reasonably sized bodies of water to cross.
That's right. Oh god. Oh god damn it. Man, I told you guys that talking was going to be really hard for me. Especially in this kind of series where I have to actually think. Oh, come on. I wasn't expecting that to happen. That's just silly of me to have failed that. Oh. Jump and swim. Jump and swim. Go Thomas, go John, go Claire, yeah. Gonna be good with you and me. Don't you know what's gonna happen? 'Cause I don't. Alright, can you get out? Okay, there. I'm afraid to go down! I'm afraid to go down too! Okay, it's simple, okay. Move red! Okay, Claire was gonna squish you. Go, John, go. Now Claire's coming out from behind.
Moving platforms over water, eh? Claire's newly heightened senses told her that there were multiple paths across with various possible configurations of the little posse.
A nice way to say, like, hey, there's actually multiple solutions to puzzles now. Fuck. I really don't even need to rely on these. Yeah. Mumbo jumbo.
They were doing really well. Claire hoped she could get them all across. John was fully aware he could do this alone. Thomas hoped he'd never have to.
Thomas is just He just wants friends. Loading, loading, loading. So where the fuck is Chris, huh? Where did he go? Cotton boy. Now you're alone, Claire.
Claire was alone, which was odd, because she wasn't meant to be alone. She needed to be where there were rectangles to save. Being the only superhero in a given space kind of defeats the object. Spikes? It was new. Claire avoided them. She decided they were most likely her kryptonite. Not the rubbish red kryptonite either, the proper radioactive green stuff.
I love how fucking clever this is. It's like a freaking super reference to Superman. For those who are not familiar. Like this jump. And these jumps are really annoying. The Golden Fleece. I got a trophy. Yikes. Ah, dang it. Jump. Dang it. Jump and dang it! Jump and go in the middle. There we go. Alright. This is cool, guys. Oh look, it's the same puzzle, just with red now.
Wow.
It's weird.
Deja vu. The world was repeating. And this time Thomas was here.
Yeah.
Claire felt something had gone wrong. It was a disturbance in the Force. Something had altered the Matrix. The world was reacting to their progress. It was amassing its forces. It was plotting against them. Claire finally had a nemesis.
Who's the nemesis? So it really is Chris, because that'd be silly. Oh. Oh. Yep, kinda had to kill myself there. Whee! Whee! Bam. Loading, loading. Whoa, what's going on? I built protections to the system. When overlaps occurred, the world generated a splitter to remove unwanted additionals. The cycle white blood cell domesticated the captures and removes from play. What? So it's like there's some like other layer to the story. Let's get like computer programmers? What the hell?
Laura was pleased this one
What
was
the
behind
fuck?
the wall.
They're different. Tom.
Maybe he'd never know what she could do. Maybe they could just have a conversation. Hang out. As long as he didn't find out what
This
she could
isn't
do,
Tom's at all.
which would never happen so long as they stayed separate.
Wow. Putting plot twist on me. So now there's a Laura. Huh.
Laura didn't have time to worry about the ominous pixel cloud. It had been following her for some time, and it had kept itself to itself until now. More important was the little orange thing, which was looking at her in a way that she kind of, well, liked.
Huh. Do I sense a relationship building here, an attraction between Laura and Chris?
As the square, who had shyly introduced himself as Chris, bounced atop Laura, she began to worry that he was just using her like all the others had. They'd all bounced too, and then they disappeared when her back was turned.
Huh. Chris probably likes her because they both have really low jumps.
Only the ominous pixel cloud ever remains, looking a little bigger and a little less hungry with every disappearing friend.
I wonder what's up with the pixel cloud.